Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be looking at this absolutely stunning, long, heat-friendly synthetic style. This is Dolce & Dolce 23 by Belle Tress in Mocha with Cream, my favorite Belle Tress color. And it's not a new style, but she's new to me, so I can't wait to get started and look at all of the details together. First, I wanted to thank Shirley's Wig Shop for sending me this gorgeous style so that I could review her for you. And also to remind you that Shirley has a private Facebook group called Shirley's Wig Shop, Hair's Looking at You Kid. It's a wonderful place to exchange ideas and information, get to know other wig wearers, show off your beautiful styles, and we invite you to join us there. Also, if you haven't done so already, I wanted to ask, please subscribe down below, like and comment, and we'll get started. So let's get a good look at this gorgeous style right out of the box. I have not done any styling. I plopped her on my head and just gently finger combed the ends a little bit. And I did pull all the fibers forward so you can see this just looks so natural, and you really don't even need to do anything to this style for it to look stunning. But you know me, I like to perfect my styles and make them look as natural as possible. So I will want to do a few things to her and style her a little bit, and we will definitely do that together. I also wanted to let you know that Dolce & Dolce also comes in an 18-inch length, so a little bit shorter. In case this is just too much length for you, of course you can also trim these styles, but I wanted to let you know that you have a couple of options in this style. So let's go ahead and look at the details. First, we have a lace front, not an extended lace front. So it ends here. And you can see there's a bit of a visible transition here, but it doesn't bother me. I've worn Sugar Rush that has a similar transition, and I was easily able to disguise that little edge, even though I like to wear my styles away from the face. And I'll show you how I do that. And then you have a full mono top, so you have the option to style her and part her center, left or right, whichever you prefer. I'm still debating. I think she's so cute as a center part, but I'm used to wearing more left part, so I may change it to slightly more of a left part. And let's go ahead and look at these gorgeous fibers and this color from all sides. Here she is from the right. And the back, gorgeous movement, and you can see this length. And the left. So absolutely stunning. As I said, I will want to change the zigzag parting and probably steam the new part in place. And we will do that next, and then we'll look at the cap construction. We'll go over some styling options, and of course with this kind of a long style you have so many styling options. There are a few layers, but as you can see they are quite long, and I think that also makes it easy if you want to trim this style a little bit later. You can, this can be a guide for you, and you can kind of trim it to where one of those layers ends. But we will go over the styling options. I'll take her outside and we'll get a good look at this beautiful color, Mocha with Cream and Natural Light. And lastly, we'll go over final thoughts. So I have my rat tail comb. This is just what I like to use to change the part line. And normally I would just run it down sort of the center of that zigzag part to create that new part line and create some scalp appearance. But I think I want to change the part slightly to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And just gently run that rat tail comb down approximately where I want it to be. All right, I think I sort of achieved it now. I think you're seeing where my bio hair starts here, so I will absolutely add some silicone scar tape underneath so that we don't have that happening and that you can see scalp appearance. And I think that's approximately where I want it. As I said, I will look at this more carefully once I put her on the blockhead and get the part exactly where I want it before I start steaming. I'm going to clip these fibers back because it will want to revert back to that center zigzag part until we apply a little bit of steam to it. So let me go ahead, place her on the blockhead, and we'll start steaming. So I played around with that part a little bit more and placed her on the blockhead. And this is what that part looks like now. I think that looks very natural, and I won't need to add any powder to that. I did place a little bit of silicone scar tape underneath. I just find that helps me create scalp appearance. And let's go ahead and do some steaming. I have my iSteam steamer here. This is just a little handheld clothes steamer that I purchased on Amazon, and I'll leave that in my description box down below. I also have a full video on my channel all about how I like to steam style my heat-friendly and traditional synthetic fibers, and I'll leave a link to that down below as well. So what we're going to do is steam this new part in place first, and then I will want to steam the fibers away from the face a little bit, create a little lift on this side so that the fibers don't fall in my face too much throughout the day. So let's go ahead and get started. Be sure to direct the steam at the fibers, not at the delicate lace front or monofilament. Keep your steamer moving. Don't leave it in any one place for more than 3 seconds. All right, that should do it. Now I need to let these fibers cool completely so that this new style can set. And then I'll put her back on, we'll remove the clips and see if we like the results. So the fibers are nice and cool to the touch now, so I'm going to go ahead, remove the clips, and we'll see if we like how this turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, who wouldn't love a head of hair like this? This is just absolutely stunning. And as you can see, you can absolutely easily change that part and steam some fibers away from the face. Let's go ahead and do the test. Once, twice. That's how much the fibers are wanting to fall forward now, even though I changed that part. So I absolutely love this result. And next, we'll go ahead and we'll look at the cap construction. First, I'll remove the piece of silicone scar tape that I like to apply to the underside of my part line to help create scalp appearance so that my dark bio hair doesn't show through the monofilament. I like to use the AWD silicone scar sheets, and I purchased them on Amazon. I'll leave that in my description box down below. All right, so as you can see, what we have here is a full mono top. And this allows you to part the style center, left, or right, wherever you prefer. And of course, I moved it to the left a little bit. Then we have this beautiful lace front. Now, it's not an extended lace front. You can see it ends at the top of the ear tabs. And we'll look a little bit more closely at this transition between the lace and the ear tab when I do the styling segment of my video. And here we have the soft ear tabs with metal stays, an extended nape for a bit of extra coverage, and bra strap style adjusters. The rest of the cap is open wefting on the sides and in the back, and this creates a nice and stretchy cap. I checked the style for permatease, and I didn't really find any permatease. I found some return fibers. I hope you can see that there at the nape, and you have those return fibers kind of throughout. They don't appear really crimped to me. If there's any permatease, it's minimal. And as you can see, it is just a beautiful, sleek, lower density style with a lovely cap construction. So with a gorgeous, extremely long, low density style like this, you have so many styling options. The layers are pretty long in the front. So I think you can easily pull all of these fibers back and not be bothered by fibers in your face at all. First, I always like to try an ear tuck. So let's do that. Maybe a half a tuck on this side. And this just really keeps all the fibers out of your face throughout the day as you're working. And then if you want to revert back to the original, you just pull it back out. And there you are. You could do a full tuck probably on this side. I think that works well, not too bulky. Works very well. Then I like to show you a headband because that's a cute style, and also it allows me to show you what kind of coverage I'm getting from the cap. So let's do that. All right. So again, let's review that lace front. It's not an extended lace front. It runs from here to here on me, and that's the transition. Just want you to see that. And so what I like to do, it's really not bothering me right now, but if that transition bothers you at all, I just recommend pulling some of these fibers out of the headband a little bit, just loosening them just to cover and disguise any transition that might bother you. So I think this works really well. Let's look at that lace front, beautiful lace front, the lighter fibers in the front and the delicate knotting really create a natural hairline. And then we have the parting space with the silicone scar tape under there to help create that natural scalp appearance. And yeah, I just think that works extremely well and is a cute look. And the coverage, let me show you the coverage. Now, I find that I think I'm getting more coverage from this style than usual, even with Belle Tress styles. This is where the ear tab is ending on me. Maybe if I tuck, there we go. So you can see that's quite low. I have a 22-inch circumference and a fairly low hairline. So I typically have some bio hair showing with my wigs. And if I run my fingers along the ear tab, this is where it is. So really a nice amount of coverage from this style. Wonderful. All right. And then lastly, let's go ahead. I always like to test a ponytail, especially during the summer months. This is just a wonderful way to try to stay a little cooler and really just keep fibers away from your neck and face. So I'm just going to gather the fibers, and my bio hair is tucked under for this. All right, and I wrap that hair tie around 3 times, so that confirms to me that this is a low density style. Make sure that the placement is good, and now here we can see that some of these fibers are wanting to fall out, those shorter layers around the face, and you can either leave that framing the face or you can easily tuck it as well. Let's go ahead and get a quick look at that from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back and the left. So absolutely a lot of versatility for a style like this, and I think really practical and wonderful for the summer months. So next, let's go outside and we'll go over this beautiful color and get a good look at it in natural light. So if you've been watching my channel at all, then you probably know that Mocha with Cream is my favorite Belle Tress color. So I have reviewed this color a few times, but I recently found a description from Belle Tress's website for the color, and let me go ahead and read you that. So it is described as a rich, darkest brown root, and you can see that rooting there, with a blend of dark chocolate brown and cinnamon, along with milk chocolate. So those are the brunette tones. And then cool blonde and light blonde highlights. That's the description for Mocha with Cream from the Belle Tress website, and I think it is very accurate. I always like to say there's a little bit of everything in this color. You have, brunette, auburn, and blonde tones with this dark rooting. And I just love it. It's gorgeous. It's warm, a warm brunette shade with dark rooting. So let me show you. I have the sample from the color ring here for Mocha with Cream. So this, well, you can see the rooting on all 3 of those samples. And it looks a little less dark on the style, certainly than on the sample, I think. Well, maybe there we go. Actually, similar. And then here is that brunette shade. So you can see the rooting up here, and then here are the brunette tones. And here's the auburn. So you see a lot of that throughout. And then we have the blonde highlights. There we go. And also just blended beautifully throughout, not really stripy at all. And then you do have a little bit of a concentration of the lighter fibers in the front to help soften that hairline. So gorgeous combination of these 3 shades. Let's go ahead and look at the details. So again, we have that lace front, beautifully done, natural looking hairline with lighter fibers in the front. Then we have that parting space, and I have some silicone scar tape under there. All right, let's get a quick look at this color from all sides. Here she is from the right and the back. And the left. So absolutely a very popular, gorgeous, warm brunette shade, and I think it works beautifully with any style really, but I love it with this long, sleek style. So next, we'll go inside and we'll go over final thoughts. Dolce and Dolce 23 here is an absolutely fabulous, glamorous, long, sleek style with these wonderful heat-friendly synthetic fibers that feel so silky. And I think this style also allows for so many styling options. You can style her into a ponytail or an updo very easily. And this lower density is just really perfect for that. These heat-friendly synthetic fibers feel so silky and soft, but over time, if you've worn heat-friendly synthetic styles, you know that you'll need to work to maintain them because they do experience friction. So I have a full video on my channel all about how I like to maintain my heat-friendly synthetic styles, and I'll leave a link to that in the description box down below in case you'd like to watch that. I love the features. This lace front, delicate knotting with the lighter fibers creates a soft hairline, that natural looking parting space, but then it's a full mono top, so you can change the part and have it wherever you desire. And then I think these layers are just so flattering. I think it's really beautiful and makes it easy to trim it if you'd like the style to be slightly shorter, or after experiencing some frizzing on the ends here, you can easily just trim it as well. So I love that, love the style, and love the fibers. This color, Mocha with Cream, is absolutely one of my favorite colors and certainly my favorite Belle Tress color. It just has a little bit of everything. I'll say it again. It has that dark rooting, which mimics regrowth, and I think that helps the style appear more natural. And then you have the brunette and auburn and blonde tones. I think it's just really pretty, dimensional, and striking. So love the style, love the color. I want to remind you that you can purchase Dolce and Dolce 23 and 18 at Shirley's Wig Shop, and I'll leave a direct link to it in my description box down below. Also, I want to thank you for watching today, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.